So the 10 secret ways to place a winning offer on your next home, okay? Like we were talking about in the earlier segment, the market is intense out there right now. And Matt Bates was just saying, hey, look, there's times where you're going up against 8, 10, 15 other offers. It's absolutely insane. And you need to make sure to put your best foot forward. So secret number 1, this is the most important, one of the most important elements is upfront underwriting. Now, Matt, in like 20 seconds, can you explain what upfront underwriting is and why it's so powerful?
Yes, it's taking a full application, so a complete snapshot of the buyer's financial portfolio. It's collecting all the documents that support the application, what's in the application, and then it's also doing the cross verifications in order to confirm with the IRS, the employer, and the banking that the assets, employment, and taxes are all been filed correctly. And then it's getting it to be reviewed by an underwriter as if it was a live deal, so that the underwriter can approve and move on from those items before the contract date. So when the contract date happens, we fly through the contract.
Secret number 2, hire a realtor from a team that lists a lot of properties. Now, the reason why I say a team, yes, I run a team, and I would be kind of hypocritical if I didn't suggest working with teams, because there's power in numbers. And when you're working with a team like the DiSpirito team, where we go out there and list properties all over Rhode Island, Massachusetts, and Connecticut, we know not only everything we have coming on and all of the off-market properties, but we also know all of the other top dog agents and brokers in the area. We've got such a great relationship with the other heavy hitters where we can make a call and say, hey, I noticed you just sold a property over here. Do you have this coming on? Do you have this coming on? This is what we're looking for. And we're oftentimes able to connect our buyers with properties that other buyers aren't even necessarily looking at. Secret number 3, get through understanding the process. And Matt Bates, you said this last segment, right? It is crucial for people to understand the process, right?
Yeah, it's very important. It sets proper expectations, and it allows you to move to the next point in the process without delay.
Heck yeah. And by the way, stay up to date on everything that's happening with this current real estate market. Secret number 4, off-market property search. This is a biggie, right? Most buyers don't realize that on market is anything that's on MLS. So it's on the multiple listing. On market does not include for sale by owners or withdrawn listings, people that had their properties on the market before that took their properties off the market. Those are all off-market properties. Secret number 5, understanding the seller's motivation. This is a biggie, right, Matt? You're a real estate investor. You've purchased homes. Once you know that seller's motivation, you know exactly why they're selling, how fast they need to sell, all of that stuff. So when we're talking about someone that needs to sell a house fast, are they really concerned about the price so much, Matt?
No.
They're concerned with getting a upfront underwritten 14-day closing for movement mortgage. Boom. That's what they want. Secret number 6, the love letter. The love letter. All right, so if somebody is getting divorced, don't send them a freaking love letter about how great your family is and how
goes back to the seller motivation.
Yeah, exactly. Be careful with this one. So if they're getting divorced, don't hit them up. Just say, oh, we can picture, raising our kids here and living a perfect life. They're gonna rip your speech up like Nancy Pelosi did to Trump. Secret number 7, watch your mouth during the showing. Big Brother's watching. We discussed this on Matt Bates' earlier segment, right, Matt? The Nest cameras.
Yeah, and it's such a good time to pull it up, if not maybe a little late, but because of how many people definitely have cameras in their house, and not shoot yourself in the foot by saying something that is going to turn off or lower your chances of getting in the house.
Secret number 8, creep, right? This one's funny, right? So in the day and age of Facebook and Instagram and LinkedIn and all this other stuff, creep on who the seller is, right? So you can basically, this sounds weird, but people do it all the time. I know, especially to our older listeners, look, everybody's info is out there. You can find out who owns the house, public knowledge. You can then look them up on Facebook, see if you have any mutual connections in place Don't go overboard, but you can poke around and see what you can find out. Secret number 9, the escalation clause. If you want to purchase a property with multiple bids, you don't want to overpay. So you just simply say, hey, listen, our offer is list price, but we're willing to pay 500 or 1,000 or 3,000 over X amount. So let's just say if the purchase price is 350 and you're willing to pay up to 50,000 over that, then you simply just say, look, we're willing to pay up to $1,000 over 399. Boom. And there you go. Secret number 10, go after homes that have been sitting, right? Go after homes that have been sitting for a while, because quite simply, all of those sellers have seen their neighbors' homes come and go and come and go, and they're like, what is going on here? We put our clients in a search for properties that have been sitting on the market 45 days plus and 10% higher than what they're looking in those, because those properties are usually overpriced. And when you're 10% too high, according to the National Association of Realtors, only 2% of buyers actually see your home. So get in there. You've got no competition, and they're probably going to have to sell if they have to, 10% under, and you'll get it at a fair market value with no competition, without overpaying.